It wouldn't be carnival time in Melbourne without this now traditional Cup E fixture as the Victory play host to the Wellington Phoenix. And it's a match which has delivered an average of 4 goals a game in the first 3 editions. The home fans will be cracking the whip if their team doesn't find the back of the net tonight after drawing blanks in 2 of the first 3 rounds in the Hyundai A-League. Now coming off a loss to the Jets Friday week ago in Newcastle. Krishna at the peak of his powers at the moment. 2 goals in the last 2 weeks. Lynchy scored a cracking free kick from about 10 yards closer than that last week. Floated into Durante. Barbarousis can bend it around the corner brilliantly to Ben Colfullo. And they got a little lucky there. Tunisian playing it off the heels of Leah. Now Finkler. Berisha's onside. Good feed again. Oh, there is the goal! Beautiful finish from Besart Berisha. He's been waiting for that kind of goal this season, and it finally comes. His first against the Phoenix in Victory colours.
That's an absolute incredible goal. That's why he's the best in the business. The chance looked like it had gone. Somehow he readjusts his feet, sorts his feet out and slots it home. The first attack was broken down. Calfalaro on the right-hand side. Finkler picks it up, slides in through. There you think it's gone. And there you think it's gone again. But somehow he shifts his body weight and strokes it home. There, look at that. That's brilliant feat. He makes it look simple, but that was so difficult. He had little space to go in. Probably went a little bit early, but he's onside, comes in. Great finish.
Yep, that's 7 in 11 against Wellington. The previous 6 came when he was in Brisbane Roar colours.
He could have been.
Now towards the penalty spot. Oh, what a save! Sigmund denied by Vukovic. What a reaction from the keeper.
Well, it was a bullet header. Terrific reaction save from Vukovic. He just threw his arms up. Some pace on it. Was a thumping header. Attacks the ball, Sigmund. Bang, gets his hands up, strong hands above his head. Oh, it's a great save.
Fortunately for the Victory, it was straight at him. Unfortunately for Sigmund, it wasn't a foot either side.
Yeah.
Finkler again, Bazanic's there. Oh, and it goes right across the face. And out for the goal kick.
Yeah, run to a little dart to the near post from Bazanik. Used to seeing him score with his head.
Not used to seeing him score at all. Just 3 goals in his 74 previous A-League games. Could come up with a couple away in Switzerland.
Yep.
Another 3-2 thriller between these clubs, as we've seen twice before on Cup E. Victory won those 2 encounters 3-2. Vieira just drove it straight into the back of Finkler's noggin. Durante taking a bit of a risk with that kind of ball. Krishna slipped and Georgievski set off. Durante just got a flick on it, but it's only as far as Barbarousis. Deflection! Oh, a corner! Moss at his near post. Barbarousis gets the credit. They're 2-0 up the Victory, but that was a wicked deflection.
Well, Barbarousis and Moss at the near post. They gave him too much room on that right-hand side. There was a cross from Georgievski. You have to go back to the mistake from Durante. It was a poor ball, crossfield, picked up by Georgievski, who crossed it probably a little bit too early, but it went past everyone. Thomas Doyle was out of position. Now watch this. Then it's Sarpong is the first one, so no one goes out to Barbarousis. They let him come inside. And he's come up, he's trying to get that one across to face a goal, which Moss is anticipating. A wicked deflection. And it sneaks in at the near post. You need more desperation to get out to Barbarousse. There should have been someone onto him way before this. And dare I say, that goes down as an own goal.
Yep, lightning strikes twice in this fixture. That's the second time in a row that Andrew Durante will be credited with an own goal to make it 2-0 to the victory. Same thing happened in round 24 last season. Across the ditch. Victory went on to win that game 3-0. It was Durante in the 59th minute with an own goal on that night.
Maybe a corner for Wellington to get back into it.
Lynch's delivery, Vukovic with a great punch in traffic. Vasia did really well to keep that alive because there was a counter-attack brewing. And now it skims off to Wellington heads, and away goes Berisha on the counter. Bessart, Berisha around the keeper. He was caught late, but the advantage is played, and it's superb because Bessart Berisha makes it 3-0. Cometh the hour, cometh the man for the victory.
And that desperation to score. He's not going to stay down and try and get a penalty or get the penalty, and probably would have been a red card if he didn't score for Glenn Moss. His last touch lets him down. It went a little bit further than what he wanted, and then he stretched for that last touch to go around Moss. That's another terrible mistake, and the counter was always going to be on. No offside, he's in his own half anyway. And then he's got nothing. There's the touch that nearly wrecks it for him. He gets touched by Moss. But such is his desperation to score. Watch it, that touch there, just a little bit too far. There's the momentum, and swings that left foot as he's on the ground into an empty net. Game, set, and match. And volleyed the ball into the path of Berisha, and off he went. Barbaroussa's been excellent again this evening.
Oh, he's away here, it bounced back off him. He was through. Finkler still puts him through again around the corner. Oh, he had Berisha sitting there for a tap-in and a hat-trick.
Well, there too. If Berisha had missed it, then Calfalar was there. That's the classic. If you shoot, you must score.
Because any kind of touch across the face.
Question of a foul maybe there. No, he slips. Look at that there. I think he realises it straight after.
Last 10.
Yeah.
They've switched again. Finkler just trying to lay that one off to Bozanic. Gets it second time around. Here comes Guerrier as Barbaroussa's playing in. Oh, Barbaroussas! Trying to pick out that top corner.
Wasn't that far away, was it? Good run from Guerrier because it takes Muscat away. Bozanic slides this one across a square ball. See, Guerrier's run so Muscat can't go. And it bends too much, doesn't it? It's a little bit too much on the outside of the boot. Look at that. Destined for the top corner, and it swerves away.
That's beautiful technique, isn't it? Perfect trajectory for that top corner. If he just maintained the direction. He knows he surely won't be credited with that earlier goal, which looked like a clear own goal off Durante. And he'd love a goal against Wellington when they come along, because that was a frustrating period for him when he couldn't get any game time as a teenager. Scored against them last season, that 3-2 defeat. Gave them the lead, which was squandered. Here is again Barbaroussas. By Finkler. Third of the way through stoppage time. Wellington looking for some kind of consolation. not sure about the whistle, but it is a late free kick for the Knicks. Durante made the move. Krishna nodded it down. Vukovic will be barking out the instructions, trying to maintain this clean sheet. Powell in, and trying to turn that one on target was Krishna. It's another frustrating miss, though. It's the right option by Powell. Just went with the outside of the right boot finish, and not the left, did Krishna, as he looked for his third goal in 3 weeks. Find a fourth at the death. I think that couldn't quite slide it through for Barbarouses. I think gets nutmegged. Insult to some kind of injury. That's going to find a teammate. What an incredible ball from Broxham. Ben Kalfala. Oh, trying to link up with Howard. But the damage had been done a long time ago. The Melbourne victory with their second win of the season. They're perfect. 7 out of 7 on Monday nights in their A-League history. Kevin Muscat said there was no panic. They'd been dominating fixtures. They just hadn't been finding the back of the net. Tonight they did on 3 occasions, and Besart Berisha was back to his best in front of goal. He got a double. Andrew Durante will be credited with an own goal, and the victory have a 3-0 victory to celebrate, but they won't be celebrating for long because they've got an FFA Cup final to come on Saturday night. Full time at Etihad Stadium, 3-0 to the hosts.